We're talking about Phazon, and we're seeing Phazon go up against Cosolix in this losers semi-finals here at the Brawlhalla Year 4 Winter Championship.
And it's kind of like you said at the start of this. There have been walls placed in front of Phazon, and every single time he on this Giro has torn through that wall. This time, he's going up against the wall that is Cosolix with this Scarlet pick. This is not a new pick for Cosolix. It's not something that he decided to pick up last minute. This is something that we've seen him play time and time again. It's either the Scarlet or the Roland.
See the weapon toss downward, getting juggled just a little bit by Cosolix. They're going even in damage so far. There's the side air coming out from Cosolix. He's on the edge. You saw him throw that down signature. He slide charges that down signature earlier that we saw beautifully spaced so well when he did it earlier. But he's going to be careful. He's not going to commit too much on the edge guard with the lance. It can be super dangerous to commit hard on the edge. Oh, that was great. That was great. Yep. That was great.
Really well positioned on that one. Cosolix catching him with the down air, actually bouncing him off of that middle column of Miami Dome. Very unique quality of this map is that there is that middle column, and it makes it so that you can't go underneath it. So Phazon just ends up eating that wall and then falling to his death.
A little bit of unarmed damage coming up from Cosolix. There is a weapon spawn on the field, but he's just going to dash dance back and forth. Not afraid to go unarmed against Phazon's scythe there. Nice falling side air coming out from Phazon. He's looking to pick up this kill, even up the stocks. Oh, beautiful side air.
Really well placed.
Into the top left. Now, you mentioned the walls that keep getting placed in front of him. I like to think of him as President Richard Phazon saying, Mr. Sandstorm, tear down this wall. Mr. Wrenched, tear down this wall. Mr. Cosolix, tear down this wall.
You know, honestly, I got nothing for that one. That was impressive. But Cosolix, man, we're going to see if he can maintain this wall in front of Phazon. Phazon with the scythe play, he's shown that he has a scythe. We've seen him in the past on characters like Val on Hattori, but he's also got this scythe and sword. Ooh, looks like he's going to try to build more damage. The neutral sig catching Cosolix. Still shoving him around, throwing him over to the right side, but Cosolix with this scythe, he's got a lot of horizontal movement in the air. He can use those sares and dares to come back to stage.
Now, Phazon is using the neutral signatures, and I think this map is actually really solid for that because you have those two soft platforms, and you saw the neutral signature reaches just up there.
Yep.
If Cosolix wants to retreat to those to maybe reset his jumps instead of just staying aerial and using all of his in-air movement options, Phazon has the perfect sort of light commitment option to get up there, and you're seeing him go even here. Like, Phazon is on fire. This could honestly be his year.
Yo, Phazon's Giro is doing work, and like you said, he's got that neutral sig, really puts fear on Cosolix. He knows that none of those positions are safe, but his lance is so good. Doesn't connect with the recovery. Ends up letting Phazon get back up, but he's still putting this pressure, putting this damage out on Phazon. Phazon going into the cloud. Oh, the neutral air pulls Cosolix away. Phazon doesn't have jumps. Cosolix gonna take game one.
And it's crazy how quickly Cosolix was able to add up that damage. Doing Sidelight Sarah, you're going to hit almost 30 damage, depending on the defense of your opponent and the strength that you have, whether he wants to do the strength stance or he wants to do just the default strength, or whether he takes away from that strength. It's going to do around 30 damage every time he hits that. And you see how regularly he hits stuff like that. So he's doing 25 to 30 damage every time he hits a Sidelight Dare, Sidelight Sare. And it's insane how quickly he can build up damage. They were going even for basically that entire game, and then all of a sudden Cosolix flips a switch, and it seems like no contest.
Well, fortunately for Phazon, he's in the defense stance. Cosolix actually taking out of his force, so it's going to be a little bit under that 30 damage, but still, he is getting quite a bit of damage on each of those Sidelight Sares. And the Sidelight Dare is one of the things that Cosolix really likes to do to set up for a follow-up. He'll usually follow up with a neutral light. In the past, we've seen him go for an immediate signature, like a neutral sig reading a jump, or a side signature reading a dash back. Cosolix off stage, able to get the wall. He has been so good.
That is big commitment, but is he going to get back? Yes.
Yeah, he
has movement options. You're seeing Phazon kind of back up just a little bit. Oh, that could be bad.
Good movement from Phazon. Gets around it.
Oh!
And the turnaround, the ground pound on top of Cosolix to take the first stock. Has the weapon control, just dashing underneath Cosolix, waiting for the opportunity to set up for a neutral light read. Here's the neutral light.
He's coming in with this hammer. You know, everybody's been talking about that Scarlet Hammer neutral signature. I expected to see a lot more Scarlet today. Phazon might just be saying sayonara, but he's going to touch the bottom of the stage. Continues to send Cosolix over.
No jumps. Phazon taking the second stock. He is
It's a 2-stock lead right now. That's a 2-stock
doing
lead.
so well, just plowing through these walls that get placed in front of him.
There's the side light. You see him trying to hit the turnaround neutral air. Backing up, being very careful.
Giving respect. All right, neutral light. Neutral light again into the recovery. Saw that Cosolix was not reacting out of the neutral light, so he went immediately into that recovery. He is going to lose that stock, but he's still a full stock up on Cosolix.
If today's results are any indication, Phazon looking like he's one of the top Scythe players in North America at this moment.
Phazon underneath Cosolix, though. Cosolix goes in for the side light, hits the dare. Phazon still above. Cosolix is burning a lot, but he's able to get the wall, resets his jumps, and just comes back into the neutral.
Now keep in mind, this is Cosolix, the DreamHack Austin champion. He's proven himself on land. He's proven himself online. Nice ground pound. Is it going to be a 2-stock?
Needs another. Cosolix gets the wall touch, charges that full recovery. So much movement in it, but Phazon with the wake up. Gravity canceled. Side sig sends Cosolix flying, and that's going to put him at 1 apiece.
And he forced Cosolix on under 300 damage. Just insane play coming out from Phazon, showing potential on Jiro that nobody else has really been able to show. Like Atrophius played Jiro, and still, I don't know if he's still playing Jiro after the break in the season, but obviously Dobrain played Jiro for a little while as well. I remember seeing him sparring quite a bit when he stayed at my house before DreamHack Austin, but not a lot of Jiro players out there in tournament. I don't run into a lot of them on ranked. You don't see a lot of them in streams. Not a lot of Jiro love out there.
Yeah, in general, if you're going to play Scythe, you're going to go for the Mordex, you're going to go for the Mirage, and if you're going to play Sword, you're going to go for Val, Bodvar, Hattori. There's so many different options that generally Jiro doesn't get picked, but Phazon showing that this is still a viable pick. The signature kit of Jiro working really well for Phazon. Neutral Sigs and the down Sigs really working for him. Here's the neutral Sig.
Nice snare turning it around, gets the down light.
Oh, tries to hit the down signature, but unfortunately the side air from Cosolix beats it out, but Cosolix running out of jumps the down sig.
That's a Dobrain classic right there, throwing that down signature right over the edge. That is just... Phazon looks like absolutely annoying to deal with right now. Like, it actually looks like a nightmare, and I can't remember who said it earlier. Oh yeah, Foda said that he was sparring against Cosolix before Austin, and that playing against him was just... like it wasn't fun because Cosolix was just doing so many things and he didn't know what to do against him. That's what it looks like, but on the side of Phazon here, like I just, so many things are happening and Phazon is controlling so much space, so many attacks, so many hitboxes, a lot of damage and kill potential to boot.
He is just playing so incredibly cleanly. And it's like you said, he's got so much control with this Scythe that the second Cosolix thinks he's made it away, that he thinks he's gotten past him, that he can get back onto the stage, reset to a neutral, Phazon's like, yoink, pulls him back off the stage, but Cosolix from underneath is going to hit that recovery, even up the stocks, keep himself alive just a little bit.
And a weapon spawn is immediately going to come to Phazon's aid right there. He's not going to be too long disarmed, forced onto the unarmed kit. There's the neutral light. He doesn't jump after it, though, so he's not going to run into that neutral signature read. Nice turnaround with the recovery, though, coming out from Cosolix. Even though the first stock was looking a little bit rough, going almost even, he's able to get away from that signature. He's trying to get back onto the platform, give himself some space.
Cosolix burning this movement, going for the recovery. Phazon not able to get a punish on top of it. Great read with the neutral sig, and Phazon just shoving his feet into Cosolix's head, gets the ground pound on top of him.
That was a big boot.
Slide advantage, size 11 shoes.
That's not really that big.
Is that,
that's really not. That's not.
What
that
size
big.
shoe are you?
I have small feet. I wear a 9.
All right, well,
so 2 sizes bigger? Like no way, dude.
All right, size 50.
There you go.
This is a big number. Cosolix evening up the stocks, both in white health.
I think Shaq wears like a 27, something like that.
Why do you know that?
Long story.
Don't have time for that right now. Phazon with the sword in hand. Cosolix looking for these jump nairs as Phazon's jumping up. Very different movement from Cosolix. We're used to seeing him dash dance into a side light, but now he's going for a little bit more of an aerial play.
Both players putting a lot of respect on one another. It's tied 1-1 in these loser semifinals. Keep in mind, this is a best of 3. We're not in the best of 5 yet.
Grab out.
Ooh,
Barely
both players
times it.
Phazon has to be careful, though. If he eats a Lance ground pound in orange, chances are he's dead.
That's got force on it. But Cosolix has him off stage. The down sig connects. Phazon able to touch the wall. Cosolix not showing any signs of going for the ground pound. Phazon's below. Eating these weapon tosses, the side air off the weapon toss. Cosolix looking for the recovery. Phazon turnaround side air.
Phazon's in kill percent. Cosolix is about to get there. There's the sidelight.
Oh! The recovery will do it! Cosolix holds on this wall just a little too strong for Phazon. And Cosolix will earn his spot in the top 3 with this Lance play.
He said, Mr. Cosolix, tear down this wall. And Cosolix is not tearing down the wall between East Miami Dome and West Miami Dome.
He's putting more mortar on that wall.
That's what the Berlin Wall was
Phazon.
between, right? It was East and West Germany?
Yes.
All right, cool. Making sure I was
a little
right.
bit of a history lesson there.